Yeah.
Could look. I mean, they're going to look like architecture.
Yeah.
They're going to look like bits of building that you've built up yourself.
Like that, yes.
It's a beautiful way to use your mould.
Isn't this exciting? Are you getting
Yeah,
yours? Well, if you do want to get it, details are on the side of your screen. 460659 is your item number. You are saving £10 on that one-day special, and it is available on FlexiBuy. Love that. Right, let's take a look at some of the other items we've got for you on the show. We have got the firm foam former pad. Wow. Firm foam former pad. Yes, one of them. 871146 is your item number. Brand new today. And you also get a dabber dust set. Oh my word. I'm going to have to try and say that a little later on. This is something else available for you. This is the Funcraft set of 5 modelling tools. Leonie was using these, so yeah, go for these. They are very, very handy. Only £10.99 if you want to go for those. 989406. But it is all about your one-day special. We are busy, busy, busy. So your one-day special, it comes first of all the moulds in sets of 2. You get to choose. So you've got your different sets of 2, and you can head to the website and have a look at all the intricate detail and decide on the 2 that you want to go for. Think about the projects that you're going to use these for, whether it be mixed media, whether you're upcycling, whether you're recycling, whether you want to use these in your business to make and create so you can sell. So have a look at the different designs in there. Once you've decided that, of course, that's fine. You can head to the checkout because you're also getting included. You don't need to choose this. You're getting those fabulous moulds there so you can make and create those beautiful leaves, which are lovely. And you're also getting the air drying clay and the polymer air drying clay as well. So that's something new. Maybe you've never used something like that before. So it will air dry that polymer clay. You don't have to put it in the oven. You don't need to cook it, put it in a clay oven or anything like that. Forget what you've done before. Do this. It's going to be absolutely incredible for you to make and create. All you need to do, of course, is choose the set of 2 that you want to go for. And you can see by the wonderful samples that we've got around just how gorgeous these look and how they can change something ordinary around your home into something extraordinary. And who knows, you might be able to start making a living out of that. 460659 is your item number. 2 payments of £20.17, which is marvellous. Let's take a look at some of those paints that you can get. Love these. Again, all you need to do is choose which 2 you're going to go for, but you might want to go for 4, you might want to go for 6, you might want to go for the whole lot. £12.25 gets you 2. So, of course, if you want to go for more, the price will just increase, but you can split the cost if you're going with for it with your one-day special in that flexi buy. Some brilliant vintage style colours in here and some gorgeous blues and purples as well. One pot covered twice. This set of drawers here, just an ordinary set of drawers. I'll say, I shouldn't really call them ordinary because somebody made them and thought they were fabulous, but they were quite just ordinary. But we've taken the moulds, and I always like to say we because it is a royal we. Taken the moulds and made and created these designs, and remember, one pot has covered this. One pot of the paint has covered this twice, which is brilliant. £12.25 for 2, so 110 millilitre in each of the chalk paints. So you've got a selection of colours to choose from. Head to the website, you'll be able to have a look. 374096 is your item number. Right, we are heading down the counter because we've got some more items to show you, and then we'll be heading back to Leonie. We've got some more moulds for you for making and creating some beautiful flowers, some gorgeous roses. So you've got your rose. It is the easiest rose ever. And you've also, ever, and you've also got the rose leaf cutter set as well. So that is going to make and create a fabulous rose. Yes, it is. And then we have got your leaf cutters here, which again are going to be easy for you to use. And you've got, conveniently, the 3 different sizes there to make and create those leaves, which are brilliant. So we'll pop those down. Can I ask a question? Are these food safe as well? Yes. Now, if you are using these for chocolate or fondant icing or anything like that, don't then use them for your air drying clay. But if you do want to use these for your air drying clay and chocolate, get 2 sets. It's a great price, £9.99, saving £3 on that. Fabulous. Chocolate roses. Oh, great for cake decorating. Right, you're getting all 4 now of these beautiful flowers. So you've got the blossom, I can't wait for my tree to come into blossom this year. My cherry tree, it's beautiful. We've got the primrose, we have got the daphne, and we've got the sweet pea cutter set. £9.80, saving £4.09. Is that for all four? That's a deal, isn't it? 744853 is your item number if you want to go for those, especially if you're a cake decorator. They're going to be absolutely amazing. Now, the easiest, so difficult to say these things, the easiest ever peony, the easiest ever peony cutting set. It's good exercise for your mouth, really, isn't it? If you do want to go for this, you're getting the beautiful leaves as well. £16.30 if you want to go for that. Gorgeous, isn't it? 262702. It's always handy to have the easiest ever cutting sets for your peony. And your fabulous flowers. Right, head to the website, see everything we've got available for you. Have a peruse, maybe help yourself to some of that wax. And then maybe get some more air drying clay or air drying polymer clay as well. The choice is yours. We've got some items that are on a Freedom price, which give you great discount if you're a Freedom member. If you want to take advantage of those discounts, then become a Freedom member. If you become a Freedom member today, your membership starts today, and you can instantly take advantage of your discounts and your P&P being included. Oh, we've also got Freedom prices on the tickets to Ali Pali, if you want to go. And we've got the 1-day or the 2-day pass for that. Are you going to Ali Pali this year?
Yes, I'm at the Ali Pali. Oh, I've done it again.
I'm going to Ali Pali later on in the year.
Are you?
Yeah. My cousin lives near Ali Pali.
Oh, I love the Ali Pali show. It's lovely. I will be demonstrating something.
That will be fantastic.
I generally demonstrate.
Is that a new brand?
Something. Yeah, something. I generally demonstrate what's coming up on the Wednesday. It's called Prep.
That, yes, live prep.
Live prep.
Glad you could join us. This is your brand new 1-day special. We've been going for 42 minutes. So
really, is it that
thanks
time?
for joining us. You can watch the show again, by the way, at 8 o'clock, just to explain that.
Yes.
We do go out live to the USA online. So you'll see a repeat of the 6 o'clock show. But if you want to see a live show, it's exciting, isn't it? Head to the website, change it to USA and change it to USA dollars, and you'll be able to watch the live show along with the USA audience. Now, we've had a couple of questions, if I may ask.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Linda has emailed in. Hello, Linda. She wants to know, when you remove the design from the mould, do you have to leave it on a non-stick surface to dry? That's a great question.
That is a great question. I definitely would. To be fair, it's not sticky. You know, it's not... it's not actually bonding to things, but you know how it is when you lay anything that's wet onto, you know, onto a porous surface, they can start to sort of melt together just because it's the water, isn't it? So I'll put it on a, you know, I mean, I dried them. This been drying on the glass mats.
I guess if you're still a bit worried, just put a bit of corn flour down as you put the designs down onto your mats. So thanks for that, Linda. Thank you.
Yeah.
Another question? Pam emailed in. Hello, Pam. Evening. Pam wants to know, when you say you've used clay pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, how have you done that?
Right, so when
it's a good question.
So a couple of different ways. You can either roll it out until you've got a flat base and then allow it to dry and die cut it. I haven't tried it with the polymer soft yet, but I have done it with air dry. Or if your dye's not too complex, I've actually used it and squidged it into it.
Yeah, that
which is quite interesting, because what you can do, you can squidge. I haven't got anything to show you, but, well, for instance, so off she goes. I mean, this is a slightly different demo, but for instance, if you're, which have I picked up? That's my, okay, let's try with it on. So if you maybe putting a tiny bit into a mould, so say this is your dye, you'd use, you know where your mould, you've got obviously outside cuts it, if you will. Your dye acts as the same kind of thing. Yeah. Do you know? Yeah. So when you've got, so you can just squidge it into your dye, then it's getting it out of the dye, of course, because it's metal, so it's not going to give. So what you can do, if you take the other bit of clay, if you pop that over the top, like so, so it's actually sticking to the original part, and then lift it.
Ah, got you.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, because that's an old polymer trick, looks quite pretty, doesn't it? See, and that's just part of it. I love these moulds. I like just picking parts of them out. See, I could imagine, you know, because I like my mixed media, I can imagine just elements like that.
Yeah.
Just put on your mixed media. I just think that'd look beautiful. But yeah, that's a couple of ways of using them with dyes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I wouldn't put them through your die cutting machine as a wet clay, because you don't want it to get all over your mats and, you know, all over, you know, spilling out or anything. But if you sort of ease it, then that's the way to do it. But if it is dry, then it die cuts as well. It's quite cool.
Perfect. Perfect. Love that.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much for your questions.
But yeah, there's lots of ways of using clays. And there's oh, I know, I almost forgot I glued this. There's lots of ways of colour tinting it as well. You know, when it's still wet, I've used ink pads to colour tint it, spritzers. You have to be careful you don't get it too wet, because you don't want to change the composition. But there's loads and loads of ways. I've even like run ink over the top when it's dry. So there's lots of different things you can do. And you can obviously add micas to it as well, which looks really interesting. Now, I've just used, so this is a polymer. I've just used, and I'm going to do smaller pieces rather than big pieces, just for speed, really. Yeah. But mixed media pieces, I mean, how beautiful does that look straight away?
Yeah,
you know, absolutely exquisite. Of course, you can add more to it, but for now, we're going to keep less is more. So, got our first base. Let's add a paint. I've used that paint there, so I might... Oh, decisions. I might use a lighter paint just to allow me to have a little play with all the different paints. Oh, good grief, I can't make my mind up. I'm so sorry. Right, so let's get this on. So stuck that on. At home, I give this a bit of time to dry. Yes. Because obviously I don't want to knock it. But to be fair, that feels nice and secure. It's my Cosmic Shimmer. Cosmic Shimmers are, you know, it's lovely anyway. Now, let's start painting. So, with the paint as ever. Now, if you paint before, obviously you don't need to worry about getting in all those nooks and crannies. But, because obviously of time, I wanted to have one prepped, and then I wanted to do another technique with, because hopefully I'll get time to do techniques. Okay, so just adding that paint on. Now, you'll see, this is an MDF. I haven't put any gesso on it. No. Now, if I'd give it a coat of gesso, I bet I wouldn't have needed to put a second coat of paint on that, to be honest. Yeah. I am going to put a second coat because it's MDF. I want it to be a little bit darker. But on your furniture, I mean, that cupboard wasn't prepped in any way, just a bit of sugar soap over it, and then start working on it. So you don't need to, because chalk paint, that's been the thing about chalk paints, hasn't it? You don't need that lengthy prep time. So I'm just working the paint in. I haven't got tons of paint on my brush, because obviously I don't want to get it too, you know, too cloggy. So I'm just forcing that paint in. You could go in with a smaller brush, of course, to get that detail. However, I find just giving it a wiggle like that, technical term.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh, that were awful, wasn't it? So, see, look at that coverage on there. Isn't that just beautiful? This is a lovely colour. I love that sort of grey. That's really in it at the minute. You know, if you've got a cupboard that's got just like a flat panel door, if you put something like that on it, or a wardrobe, bed, not a bedspread, a thing. You know, what's the end of your bed? Headboard. And just a plain headboard, and then decorate it with that. Do you know what? It's something I've wanted to do for years. Because when I saw mixed media, when it came in, I thought that would be so good on furniture. All the different mixed media things that we use, so cool. And then what you could get, you know, a bit of rope or a bit of rope intertwined, and then just put a bit of power text on that, and then put it around the headboard, so it looks like that. You know, the gold trim. Yeah, and then start painting it. See, have a look at that. This dries so quick. Look at that. That is already dry by the time I've got to that, more or less. Bit dry, bit damp, but more or less. Dry enough for me to put a second coat. And I love the effect of chalk paint. That grey is just beautiful. That I'm not going to do a second coat on that. No. I don't think it needs it at all. Do you know what? It looks like it's all one. Do you know what I mean? It looks like it's all one. It's so effective. Now, when you think about this, if you're not having to seriously prep your furniture, imagine how quick you can do some mixed media pieces, or of course some upcycling. And at that paint, I've hardly used any, and that is a gorgeous coverage.
Now I'm just thinking, I've got a letterbox, and on the letterbox, pay quite a bit of money for it, ridiculously so.
Yeah.
And I bet they use something like this.
One of those
to make the to get that effect, and you can do that as well.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, when you think about it. Right, if I just give this a blast with my heat gun. At home, I'm about to scratch my face. Obviously, I'll end up with paint all over me. At home, I'll probably let it dry naturally. You can create some really weird effects with paint by force drying it. You can almost create a crackle glaze. Like if you put it on quite thick and then force it to dry, it starts to split. So you can actually do some dead good effects just with the paint themselves. I mean, hopefully, over the next few hours, if I remember all different effects, because I did a little painting workshop a little while ago, and it's also painting effects like that you've learnt throughout your, you know, your different sort of crafty bits of life, like working with Vaseline and things. That's a good paint effect. So I'll try and show some of them. It's
like when you're really impatient and you want to just make that paint dry, so you really heat it up and you go, wow, that's a cool effect.
That's a good effect. Right, so I'm going to go in with the white. So what I'm going to do here is just gently dry brush it. So I don't want to pick much paint up at all.
Now remember, you can go for 2 of the paints. They are available on Pick and Mix, 12.25. So if you do want to go for the colours that Leonie is using here, it was the grey and the, well, we'll call it white without knowing its exact name. There isn't another one that looks like white. They are calling it white, so you could grab those. But we have had a question from Penny. Hello, Penny. Right, that's a good question. Penny would like to know if you can add anything to the chalk paints to change its colour.
I would add a pigment. Funnily enough, do it for you, shall we? Funnily enough, I've picked up all sorts. I've picked up, of course you can. Why am I even thinking about it? Of course you can. In fact, what shall we choose, Penny? Let's go blue, Penny, because I like, or shall we?
Purple.
Purple? Oh, I don't do purple, but I'll do purple for you. I'll do purple for you.
Orange. We get match your hair. Orange.
Is it orange?
That one. Coral. That is a perfect
match. Onto grey though. Onto grey. Yeah, all right.
Let's do it. Let's mix it up a bit.
Let's do it. Shall we see what it does? Right, okay. So, do you know what? I'm not even worried about that being too dry because I'll use it on my mould. So, take a bit of my paint. Okay, bobbing that down. I'm only dry brushing this, so I don't want much. Not going to waste my paint. I mean, that is a teeny tiny. Taking my... So, I mean, I'm using my 13 arts that we had on the other day. Obviously, you might be using your... the Cosmic Shimmer ones. What are they called? You know, I've got them next to me as well. My thingies. Anyway, you might be using them. You might be using your brush yours. Any of your pigments. There's somewhere down there.
What are we looking for?
I mean, doodah whatsits. There they are. My doodah whatsits we're looking for. So you might be using your pixie powders. The nice thing is with your pixie powders, of course, that's got a little bit of mica in it. So then you're going to get your sheen. You might be using your micas. It might be mica powders that you're using in it. So, yeah, you can add all sorts. And because that's got like... that's got a bit of a texture to it as well.
That looks totally different to the colour.
Look, very lightly.
Doesn't that work?
Okay, not putting much pressure on this because, of course, if I put too much pressure, I'm just going to change the colour completely. But really lightly, nice, long arm.
I like that.
That's quite cool,
isn't it?
Yeah. The lovely thing about this is, if you don't like it, just go back over it. But I quite like that. There you go, that looks quite cool, doesn't it?
That does.
So, yes, Penny's definitely the answer. You can definitely add things to your paints.
Thanks for that, Penny.
To get a different colour palette. And that is completely different to the white that I was going to use.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Yeah,
well. That look beautiful. Right, I know I've only 2.5 minutes,
that
but...
Gorgeous.
I wanted to show you that wax. I'm probably not going to get a chance. 2.5 minutes. I don't know if I should wait till next hour. So everybody can watch the next hour, can't they?
Right. So the next hour, 8 o'clock, we broadcast live to the USA. If you want to watch it here in the UK, all you have to do is go to the website, change the currency to UK pounds, change the currency to US dollars, change it to America, and then you'll be able to watch the live show, along with, of course, our American customers, or you can watch it on Facebook Live. So that's the way to watch, yes, the next show live.
Amazing,
which is a great way to do it.
And if you do miss it, I'll repeat the demos tomorrow. So
Yes.
I'll just do variations anyway.
Yes, because this is a one-day special. It's going to be here all day tomorrow as well.
Sorry,
The
I'm
next live
cleaning.
show starting at 9.
I
Sorry,
really should be looking at you, and I'm scrubbing away.
you carry on
I
scrubbing,
carry on
my love.
scrubbing with my tea towel and my water.
Right, let's take a look at the website. Let's take a look at the website. Yes, use that tea towel. Very good. Right, head to the website, have a look at all the items available for you. It's really exciting, this show, isn't it? So it gives you inspiration, thinking of all the different things that you can make and create, especially with those paints as well. The moulds are beautiful, and the intricate detail that you can get and make and create.
So I need to show you this that Emma's done as well. Thank you so much. And this is it. You know, think about mixed media, different painting effects. I mean, obviously we've been showing you the wonderful things that are on furniture. I'm going to pick up everything. But think about your canvases. Think about, you know, your beautiful boxes, all the wonderful things that you want to change. I mean, a paint pot. Use crackle glaze. Doesn't that, I mean, does that not look phenomenal?
It certainly
phenomenal.
does.
I mean, I love these as well. Christmas decorations.
Yeah, fabulous.
Think of horrible old Christmas decorations. Those things you picked up from pound shop.
Yeah.
And think what you can do with them.
It really is incredible.
Beautiful way of changing things. Such nice quality.
It is superb quality. All you need to do is choose which ones you want. Leonie, it's been a fabulous show.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed myself.
I'm going home now. I want to do the 8 o'clock show with you, but I'm in tomorrow.
Hooray!
So hopefully we'll do some shows. You, of course, can watch that live. Remember, change the currency. Leonie, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Dave's coming up next with Craft Price Drop.
Tune in.
See you later.
Hello, I'm Paula, and I'd like to welcome you to the wonderful world of witchcraft. We're situated in this fabulous building called the Corn Exchange, right in the centre of Doncaster, and we've been here about 16 years. We're delighted to be working with Hochanda, bringing you lots of fabulous products and demonstrations, and hopefully lots of inspiration to help you craft along the way.